Recently, I've fallen into this rabbit hole about lolcows. Specifically, I've fallen into the rabbit hole of watching commentary channels about lolcows. What you need to know is that a lolcow, according to a Reddit I looked up, it said, it means a cow you milk for lols. So I'll break that down a little bit more. Usually an individual with intellectual issues and an unconventional appearance who documents their lives, usually to their own detriment. So stuff that you wouldn't really necessarily want to be posting, they end up showing a lot of that. All of these people that are around me right now are certain personalities who post their entire lives on the internet. People dissect it, people egg them on, do stuff like that. So we have World of T-shirts, Kinko over GFS, Tofiachu, Nova Online, and there's a lot more. There are people who like to prod them to elicit a response from them and to see the reactions. And then aside from those malicious people who like to bully them pretty much, there's the type of people who document the saga, right? They like to keep track of what these people are posting, what they're saying. My issue isn't necessarily with the documentation. My issue is with the way that the people who are documenting the attitude that they have. These lolcows supply content to the people who then they'll just post it onto their own channels and they'll say, oh, look what this person is doing. Isn't that so crazy? Can you believe it? And then they condemn the same people who they rely on for content. It seems like kind of hypocritical to me. A lot of these lolcows, they don't necessarily have a job and they don't contribute to society in any sort of notable way, but they're still human. And I think that one of the things I do admire about them, despite the controversies, I admire the fact that they are brave. They put themselves out there. They show their most vulnerable moments and they post them on the internet for other people to see. It's our enjoyment. We watch it because it's interesting. And I think it's a stark contrast to the commentary channels. They don't even show their faces. A lot of them right behind me, these guys here, they don't show their faces. They don't have their private lives on display. And I'm not here to insult them. A lot of these people, I like their work. It's hard work to compile all the different videos and stuff. A lot of the videos that lolcows post, it's not watchable. It's not digestible. There's these little moments in between each of their hours-long streams or hours-long videos that they have that these people compile and they point them out and they make commentary on it. And sure, it's interesting. I get it. I watch some of these videos. My point being that the attitude that they use to criticize them and to ridicule them, how are you calling them out for their laziness? Well, sometimes you don't really do much to change the content. You're just pointing out the absurdity of it all, right? And I also watch them, and I'm not innocent of that. People have long documented the idiocy of mankind. It's just I feel like they lean into the judgment a little too much, and I feel like I had to call it out. There's this quote that says, "Who will watch the Watchmen?" We have to hold people accountable for the things that they say and the things that they do, because in the end, we're judging the lolcows. But who's judging the commentary channels? We have to hold them to a certain standard, right? Yes, many of them are degenerates. They've done things that are illegal, done things that aren't right, and morally objectifiable, right? But I think I have just a message for the content channels. Like, I just want you to consider. Maybe thank them for giving you your livelihood. Many of these channels, like that I'm mentioning right here to the side, their entire channels consist of pointing out different people, and it's sensationalizing their lives, right? For good reason. But the thing is, think about where would you be without them? And in the end, are you so different from them? You're posting the same videos they are. Sure, you're putting your own spin on it, you're commenting on it and putting your own 2 cents into it, but it's the same content. And you are making it so these people are shown to a broader audience. If these people were so reprehensible that they shouldn't be in the public, if you think that's the truth, then you shouldn't be bringing attention to it, right? You should just not give them the views. The point is, like, the most power that these people have is the ability to reach out and to have an audience. And what you're doing whenever you repost their videos, you're giving more of an audience. You're pushing them to greater heights. So you can't condemn them without, one, realizing that you're encouraging them. 2, you have to thank them for your livelihood. And 3, how can you put somebody else's life on display and judge them for it while not doing the same for yourself? I just don't think it's fair. I think it's hypocritical. And like I said, this isn't a jab at them specifically. It's just the fact that I am a fan of some of these YouTube channels and the fact that I am familiar with their videos. Sometimes they can be a little bit snarky and they're like, oh, this person doesn't have a job and all this stuff. And sure, there is a certain amount of frustration that comes with the way that some lolcows work or whatever. But at the end of the day, they're just human beings. And it's like, yes, they put their stuff on display, and that's why you're commenting on it, because you can, and because that's what happens when you allow yourself to be seen on the internet. But so have the commentary channels. They put themselves out there, and they have to face that they're going to face criticism for some of this thing. And I'm not going to point out like a specific moment in which I think that they were being a bit malicious or like being rude or something like that, because it's just little things. There's like little quips. They're not really reporting on, they're judging, right? Because there's a difference between having a channel and like just saying this is what's happening. And there's another completely different aspect of that where it's like, this guy sucks. He is terrible. Because that's objective, right? What is terrible? Sure, they've done some terrible things, but my point is the commentary genre is it's a very thin line that you're walking. And people go to watch the video to get their opinions about stuff like that, but at the same time, you can't say that you're gonna just report and then not be objective. You have a certain responsibility to these people. But it's just something that I had been thinking about for a while, and I thought I'd mention it. If you disagree with me, that's totally fine. I get it. Like I said, I'm not coming after anyone. I don't think that they should stop doing what they're doing. I enjoy some of their videos. It's just sort of, they should give thanks where thanks is due. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Recognize that these people are important parts of their lives. You're making your living off of them. So, condemn them or not, just think about it. Signing off.